So I'll talk to that one.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to this week's episode of Stick 'em Up. I'm Mike Felumlee, here with co-host Mustafa Daka of the Brokedowns. And we also are joined by Aaron from Ninja Kick Percussion.
What's up, everyone?
So today we're talking about changing drum heads. I've got the Madison Drum Makers toms here. And these drums, the toms, I've got these Remo pinstripes on them right now, which I used to play these when I was younger, and MDM, when they made this kit, gave them to me with pinstripes, and I hadn't played pinstripes in forever, and I liked them. But that's not what we're putting back on them today, because that's not what I have here. We're going to be putting on some Remo Emperor coated.
Oh, nice.
On the toms, and we're going to put an Emperor X on the snare. So that's like an Emperor that's like...
Oh, it's got that...
It's reinforced.
Yeah, okay.
So if you like hit hard, like they last really long. And we have a lot of drummers come in and play these drums for the rock room sessions, so I need them to
last,
be durable.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take a minute here and take these heads off, and then we'll talk about how to tune them up once you're putting them back on.
Commence high speed. Look at that crisp white head with that new head scent. You know, like a new car scent? You crack open like the Remo box, you're like, chemicals.
All right, so we've taken the old heads off, put the new heads on. We're all like fingertip tight on the lugs there,
all the way around.
On the lug nuts.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start down here. Mustafa will walk us through how he likes to tune up a floor tom.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds like wheezing. Okay, so we're seating the heads on there, especially with these Remos. You could kind of hear like when the glue separates from the head. But what I do is they're all finger tight. I go like a half turn, and then go across. And people have like the a lot of people will do like the star shaped thing. I don't really do that. I just move down. You know what I mean? So I did that, and then I'll go to the next one, half a turn. See, this one already loosened up, so I could kind of feel the tension. That's where it is. You hear that?
Mm-hmm. Yep, the crackle.
Yep. Okay, so basically, hold on. That one was like not finger tight, sorry. Okay, so right now, I'm somewhere. Can you hand me a stick? All right, let's see. Hold on. All right, so it's now that sounds like an 18. So some of these are that's higher than that. I'm gonna go a little higher, kind of get them to sound. See, that's slipping. Loosen it. You guys ever tune? You guys ever tune like when you do this? All of a sudden, you're like, I don't know what's higher and what's lower, because you're like just kind of like doing it a little too much.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
You
gotta
kind of
walk
lose
away.
perspective.
Yeah, exactly. You literally have to walk away.
Yeah.
And then come back to it and just be like,
That's lower.
yeah.
sometimes also if you take it to a different room, it'll
Yeah.
sound a little bit different too. So maybe you'll hear something.
I've experimented with like a guitar tuner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
with a
really?
microphone that tells you like how many hertz it is,
Yeah.
and it's pretty accurate when you tap. So that'll actually tell you like
No,
which
interesting.
is higher or lower.
Let's see where
That's
we're
like
at.
getting like really kind of technical, and it's
Yeah.
kind of stupid, but I've done it. Yeah.
That's nerdy stuff.
Yes.
So it sounds like a decent, but a little flat. What do you think?
Yeah, it sounds like it's not totally in tune with itself. Like it could be.
Yeah, there's a little bit of cancellation going
Yeah.
on. Do you do the bottom heads slightly tighter than the tops?
I do. It kind of depends on the drum. You
Yeah.
know, like whatever. I'll kind of mess around with it. You know, whatever tension it sounds like, it kind of opens the drum up.
When was the last time they were tuned? When you got them?
No, I tuned the bottoms about a week ago.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Like I like to tune the top head and bottom head exactly the same.
Really?
Yeah.
And they don't cancel out?
But I haven't really experimented tuning the bottom head tighter, so we can mess with that and see what it does for the sound.
Yeah, it kind of depends on the shell itself. Sometimes the drum sounds better when they're tuned the same. But I was thinking about it. I think on my drums I have them kind of tuned to like a harmonization of each other. So one, if the top was, you know, say it was like boom, the bottom would be hum. So they kind of
Okay.
harmonize together.
Oh man, when do you find the time? Oh my goodness. All right, so I noticed some of these slipped a little bit more, and that might have something to do with
Lower.
a little lower.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that.
I tune my drums pretty open. I know a lot of guys like them to be more like notey, like playing a note.
Yeah.
And some people even go as far as to like tune their drums to a specific note.
Oh yeah.
I can't get that nerdy. Like I just don't
Well,
give enough
those
of a
like
shit.
EWs, they'll like timbre match the shells, like when they get, and so you could kind of go off that. But man, that's like some Terry Bozzio shit. That's like where like he's a one man band and he's like getting tones from like different drums. I just kind of want to play a drum beat,
Right.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, to me that sounds like a pretty good sounding floor tom right
Okay,
there.
so you could of course tweak it up a little bit and probably go to the bottom and just kind of bring it up a little bit. But you just did that a week ago, so I don't think you really need to worry about that with that. Let's go with the rack tom. Enough of me.
Cool. So I'll do the same thing as Mustafa did, like you get that
Jesus.
seal broken. I've seen a guy like with snare drums take it and put it on the ground and put his knee
That's
Yeah.
into the head.
That's
And, like,
exactly what I'm gonna do. Well, the fist.
so I had these like finger tight, but they might not be anymore after doing that.
Yeah.
And I do very much like Mustafa did on the floor tom. I like to do, like I do it a lot by feel. Like I'll call it a half a turn, but it's like I'm feeling the tension, and I want it because like that one's more loose.
Yeah.
So like you just turn it until it feels roughly as tight as the other one.
Yeah, plus like sometimes with the tension rods, if they're not like freshly greased every time, and people do that, and of course that is the right thing to do. Just like you, with the way you tune, that's the right thing to do. Not everyone does it, so the feeling the tension like is important because you might come across a bump where you think it's finger tight, and then you get over it and it's like loose still. So that having that tension kind of memorized in your hand.
Yeah, and if you like kind of lose it, I'll just loosen it all the way back.
Yeah,
up and
yeah, just start all over. Just loosen it up, bring it right back.
And I can like look here.
Yeah, you got a ripple by the logo.
I thought I had a ripple by the logo. I try to get rid of the ripples before I even test anything.
Yeah. Well, because you know that you're off if there's a ripple. Even if you like that low.
Yeah.
My boy Mike Oberlin from Sass Dragons, he plays his toms low. Like those things are barely screwed on there. Sound awesome. But there's no ripples. He gets it right past the ripples.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Awesome.
So I'm feeling. I think these two are a little tighter than the rest, but I'll whack it and see where we're going. Actually, put Mike on it. We'll see. Below.
Yeah, I can still
like-
see a ripple.
So I'm gonna go like a full half turn more.
Yeah.
On it. Let's see where we're at now. Still pretty low.
What do you see?
Now I know a lot of people, and I'll do it sometimes, like tap around, like that slower. But I don't believe that you have to have every lug tuned exactly
sure.
to the other one. Like, I don't think so. I think you just go around, get it to feel right, and feel right when you hit it.
Oh yeah, especially if like sometimes people don't hit dead center and they hit like a little bit closer to the bottom or closer to the top. You might want those just a little bit tighter than the ones you're not really hitting. You might
Right.
want to cross from it. Yeah, I feel you there. And I bet you people will tell us that we're idiots and we're doing it wrong.
Right.
But whatever.
Yeah, for idiots, go ahead and
Yeah.
tell us, like, yeah, that's not how you fucking
Yeah, hey,
change.
tell us the right way to do it.
Yeah.
Come on the show. Little low.
Pretty good. Especially, like, slap a moon gel on that, and that will kill that overtone.
Oh, hey, check this out. Drum hack. If you do use moon gel, you could save money if you go to like those I saw this in a drum hack video where you could get those like slappy hand
Yeah.
things.
Yep, from the dollar store.
Yeah. Oh, they got those at the dollar store?
Uh-huh.
Perfect.
Yep.
Just like buy those, man. I mean, hey, sorry, moon gel, unless you want to hook it up.
Yeah.
And then use moon gel. It's way better of a product. But those slappy hands.
We just used those in the studio the other day.
Actual moon gels?
No,
Slappy hands?
they weren't slappy hands, but they were window cling decorations.
Oh, yes.
At
yeah.
a dollar store, like big pack of them for like $1 per pack.
Yeah.
And he just has a stack of them there at the studio, and you just.
That's
and
awesome.
They don't stick as long as a moon gel, so
Uh-huh.
like if you're gonna be like touring
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
something you want to keep on your heads every day, you probably still want to get a moon gel
Get a
because
moon
they
gel.
last longer.
Yeah.
But for a quick pinch, like if you own a recording studio or like record a ton of bands and don't want to buy $100 worth of moon gels, and like go get those.
Gaff tape is pretty amazing too.
Yeah. And I have
Yeah, let's see.
one of the window clings here that we used the other day, and I'll just like slap it up there. But see, it's losing its stick. If there's a moon gel, it would still be sticky.
Yeah.
This one's losing its stick. Slap that on there. It's a good sounding
Yeah.
rack tom.
Let's see. That sounds like some kind of weird ritual.
So I think those two match
Yeah.
pretty well. Like,
And of course, this is all preference too. Like, tune them the way you want. Don't do exactly what we're doing unless you like what we do. But yeah, it's all preference.
It's all about how it sounds.
Yep. All right, and that's the toms. And if you join us next week, we're going to discuss tuning the snare drum a little bit more thoroughly. We're going to be more thorough. So you got to come back. All right, thanks a lot, guys.